Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Caroline, all the way from Ibiza. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What can I say? Well, we've been all over. We've been in Monaco for the Grand Prix. And I just want to say, first of all, I am completely overwhelmed because I haven't been to Europe for quite a while, not like this, by the amount of people coming up to me just saying thank you. Thank you mostly for the podcast. Thank you for what you're doing for women. I'm not even really sure what I'm doing for women, but I really appreciate it. Like, one woman came up and almost burst into tears last night. It was crazy. So, in the nicest possible way, obviously. The first retreat was absolutely insane. The second retreat is going to be in the Maldives. We've had so many sign-ups. Please click the link and buy your ticket ASAP. Very, very limited seating. I have said it. I think we are about 30% or 40% sold out now. Send me a DM if you're interested in coming. If you're a man and you're interested in looking in retreats too, please also send me a DM. I look forward to hearing from you all. I just want to say thank you. It means a lot that you guys resonate so much with me and that you see all the hard work and everything that goes into my life, that it doesn't look like it just happened overnight, because I hate that word. I'm not an overnight success. This is like a constant thing, a constant stream. But I think Sergio and I are finally being recognized for the business people we are and the things that we're achieving, because now you guys are seeing the fruits of our labor. And I think before, obviously, you didn't and we didn't. And it's been an uphill battle for all of us, but we're here and we're just enjoying it, and we're so appreciative. And we see, like, just staying with all our friends, the differences in other people around them, which is slightly annoying too, because I was saying that, we haven't really changed. I guess we went away and just sort of built what we're building now, but we've learned so much along the way, and people coming to us for advice and really recognizing, as I said, the hard work we've put into it. So watch this space, because there's plenty more to come. Grand Prix, we had the most amazing tickets. So our friends organized, Sergio, like all these paddock tickets and everything like this. And then I was staying with the man that I've climbed the Himalayas with and his girlfriend as well. And it was just so lovely to see old friends, watch the race from the Greens boat. It was just wonderful. And I think what it did is we went in and we went out. And the lovely thing is, I think, I got to do it in such a relaxed way. We weren't chasing the party. We weren't chasing the next thing. We just genuinely wanted to see our old friends that we don't get to see much. We stayed, we had amazing chats. Oh, I met the legend David Coulthard, which was really exciting, actually. Of course, Sergio had no clue who he was. But ladies out there that are my age, you all know who David Coulthard was. And he actually came up to me and said, I know exactly who you are. And your Instagram resonates, Joy, and that's why I watch you, which was so nice, even though he's a closet follower, because you can see that he just looks. But it's very funny. And, it was a really, really, really nice feeling to come back and to be in our own zone and not to be worried about what everyone else was doing, because I think Cannes is something you can get a lot of anxiety about. We went to Amphar as well, and I remember why that's not my favorite event, to be honest. Sergio really, really wanted to go. I did not. The tickets are like 30,000 euros a ticket, and honestly, we spent 2 hours in a car getting in, which you would think by now they understood the assignment to get everybody that had paid through the door. And then it's another hour for the red carpet, and by then, you're kind of over it. Everybody's sort of, one-upping each other on the red carpet. I'm not really a red carpet person. I don't really enjoy it. I don't like any of it. So, and I never know, obviously it's French press, probably have no clue who we are. So, it's just not a place I love. It was, again, something that it was really nice. I ran into an old girlfriend of mine, and we had the best night together, I have to be honest. I had this beautiful gown by Manish. But is it my favorite thing? I mean, for you on the gram, you guys all love to see me in these gowns and everything else. But I still get that thing of imposter syndrome or not feeling good enough to be there. And just don't enjoy it. I don't want to put myself in those situations anymore. I normally wouldn't, had it not been for Sergio. I don't know if Sergio thought it was so worth it. I don't think he's nodding his head, kind of like he's happy he went, but he knows I'm not going back, and he doesn't want to go back either. So at least we struck it off the list. In our world, and I think the world that we all create, right? Even in these big parties and everything that we went to, the boats and the glamour and the everything else, they were filled with friends. So you can kind of like go and find your corner, and you know, the people I grew up with, and everyone was so sweet to us. But in events today, I tend not to want to go to them. Again, it doesn't really improve my business if I'm on a red carpet. I mean, you guys are following regardless, so it's not. I made it a point to decide to myself, unless it improves my business specifically. I also find those events are not good for networking, particularly because everybody's way too cool to speak to the other person. So that's why I kind of thought, you know, I'm not even going to push myself into scenarios like that anymore. And I reminded myself why you have to have boundaries. And you know, I was amazing because we got invited, and I'm more than thankful for being taken and showing my husband, who wouldn't have shut up otherwise. But I am in zero hurry to go back, ever. What else did we see? We saw obviously the Grand Prix, which was fabulous. We were staying with the most gracious host, who just took care of us and took us to see everything they wanted Sergio to experience. And that's my point. You know, you can meet, right now we're in Ibiza, with some of the most beautifully kind-hearted people who, you know, just take care of you and want you to be happy and show you everything. And then you can be with these people who aren't as successful as the top people, who literally treat you like shit. And it's so funny to see the difference. And, you know, I have always tried to maintain, and I think because, as I said, I've had a certain level of fame through my life, that I've tried to maintain to be nice to everyone because I know how it feels. And it was funny. It's funny to watch these guys who are just so rude to people. They literally treat people like shit because they think it elevates them to a different level because they're above everybody else. I mean, it was like, we were sitting on the boat at one point, and I think Sergio and David Coulthard's girlfriend went to get a drink, and the guy, he was sitting at the bar, and they asked the bartender to get them a drink, and the guy told him to move, and I'm thinking, you're not in a bar, you're in a private boat. Like, you don't get to be an asshole here. You know, everybody's somebody. You don't even know who you're speaking to. And it was so interesting to me, and it just reminds me, like, in life, you do not know who you're speaking to, because I'm sure that guy would be very, very, very different if he'd seen David Coulthard walk up, who was actually commentating the race that day, and asked for a drink. He would have probably got up, given him a seat, and got him the drink himself. And that's what pisses me off. So I made a very conscious decision to be with people that love me, appreciate me, like me, and just not to try and fit in with those people. I don't want to fit in with those people. Those people are not my tribe. I ran into, here's another example. Emma Weymouth, laugh. Emma and I have known each other for years and years, and we finally sat down, but we were always at the same party, but never really got to speak. And, you know, and we spoke a few times, but not like in depth. And she said the same about my podcast. And we really sat down and connected at the Grand Prix and said, this time we're going to make a proper, you know, conscious decision to stay in touch, because, you know, we have very similar values. And I think finding your tribe in today's world is the most important. It's not about money, it's about principles, values, and treating people with respect. I don't want to be treated differently because you feel that I've just got here, right? And you're watching me. I wanted to be the same all the way through. I come from the same place, I am the same person, I deserve the same respect. And I think that's what people have forgotten. And I think Monaco is a place that you can see, and you see everybody there is rich. And that's the same with Dubai too, by the way. So, you know, how do you differentiate who's worth your time and who's not, right? So I just say, a smile costs you nothing. Saying hello costs you nothing. You know, even if you don't know someone, like obviously I get confused who I know in real life and who knows me from the show, and I never want to hurt anyone, so I kind of just go hello to everyone, you know, and sometimes I embarrass myself doing that because they don't actually know me, but I'd rather do that than make them feel shit. And, you know, that's the thing about places like this and events like this. I think you can lose yourself in trying to be something, to prove yourself to other people. And I think the one thing I can give you, or piece of advice is I always give you, is don't try and change yourself for other people, because those assholes will always be assholes. I mean, that's a fact. I've seen those people around for 20-something years. They're big assholes then, and they're bigger assholes now. Nothing's changed for them. And they're on their own. You know, that's the thing. They're on their own. They think they're happy, but they're not. There isn't one part of their lives that I'm remotely jealous of. Remotely. I look around and I have good friends, I have a beautiful family, I have friends that appreciate me. I could not be in more places. I'm sitting in one of the most beautiful hotels in Ibiza with really humble, beautiful people. Because let me tell you, people that have really made it, they don't treat you that way. They share, they're kind, they want you to get ahead, and they're inclusive. I don't know any very, very rich people that like to go around on treading people, so just remember that. And, you know, remember who you are. And, you know, sometimes friend cleansing and, you know, standing your ground is important. And I've made a decision now. If my belly says ick, it's ick. It's ick. I won't do it. You know, I've been doing a few icky things for my husband because of the age difference, and I remember now why I don't want to do it, and I won't do it anymore. Even for him, he has to like find his own people to go with, but it's not going to be me. I just won't put myself in those positions. For what? So that I can have a photograph on a red carpet? No, thank you. So there you go. There's my life lesson for Coffee with Caroline. Don't bend for anyone, you be you. And the red carpet is great if you're in the industry. If you're not in the industry, it's shit. There you go. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coffee with Caroline.